Hey guys, welcome back to my Anime Heroes Customs. Late upload this week. Work has been getting hectic due to the holidays, but I'll always try my best to publish a video at least once a week. Always take care of your health, guys. This week is a very underrated character, Darui. Hope you enjoy this as I have. He'll be the 108 link commission project. Subscribe if you like watching my videos and if you want to see more builds and customs in the future. Hit that notification bell and like button and comment. It will definitely help the channel grow more and for me to be able to keep on making customs for all of you. Cheers! Let's do this! Let's start with our materials. I'm using Marvel Legends Shang-Chi for the base body and a Darui head sculpt from my partner Shfiguarts. My client wanted to use this body for his Darui custom because I think he has a preference in terms of his scale and the height of his action figures. I also already removed his feet because I wanted to use it for another project. Shfiguarts was kind enough to remove the front hair piece of Darui so that I can access the face and paint it easier and detail up the face easier. So the scale and proportion of the head is perfect. Now I have to paint this in the gray primer. While the head is in paint, let's make some clothing. I made black pants from a spandex cotton fabric. I cut two pieces and sew it together, and I made a sleeveless top from two pieces of black spandex fabric and sew it together and flip it over, and bam, it looks like this with the first measurement towards the body. So I just need to fix my measurements and finalize my edges so that it fits well. And I have this extra feet. I think this is from a Kakashi statue that I will replace with the Marvel Legends Shang-Chi feet. So I will just need to cut this and make a hole so that it fits well, and because I like the sandals details, and we also need that sandals details for Darui. We will also add some details after we finish modifying the whole body. But before we finish up with the clothing, I will have to repaint the body with a skin tone C, which is a darker brown, because Darui has a darker color in terms of his skin tone. So we will do that first. Here I've already used my airbrush to paint on the brown skin tone of Darui. I think this skin tone C from Zerk Paints is perfect. I just needed to add a few layers and make sure that there are less paint rubbing to the body, and of course that has to match with the face. So after using my primer gray and sanding, this is the face result. Now putting them together side by side, they look really good together. I wanted the face and the body to match really well. For the hair of Darui, I used I think this is called an ivory white spray paint, which matches Darui's hair color very well. So now that we're done with the body, now I can finalize my clothing and my details to the face. I've finished already the base clothing and the proper measurements in relation to the body. I've cut the top torso half, and I've added clean edges for the pants, and I've added a collar for Darui, which is the black base of the clothing. Now I have to add some white details to the top torso, which is a vest. I think it's a one-sided vest. As you can see here, I've already added an extra black clothing for his side skirt that goes on his waist. And I've just added this shape for the vest of I think this is the light. This is just a white vest from a white fabric, and I've just cut this in half. This is just a rough shaping when I was doing this figure. Here's a fast forward on Darui's vest. I've already finished his outlines with a gray synthetic leather and his white underneath collar. Now I've added these small gray strips to finish off the details of the vest. Looking at the head sculpt, I've added only a right eye because that's the only eye that can be seen. And once you input the hair, look, it looks really good. Shfiguarts did a really good job on this head sculpt. Let's take a look at where we are now. Looking at the full body of the figure, I've added white wraps on his forearms, and I've added tattoos on the shoulders, and I've already colored in the Kakashi statue feet that we've attached on, and added a little bit more details to complete the whole vest look of Darui. I'm using this synthetic leather gray for his sword sheath, and I have these two handles to make one expanded sword, that square sword that Darui uses, and one that is in folded form so that he can input it in his sheath. And I've used a folder, and I replaced the handles with some SHF body kun katanas. So I've used folders and used super glue to make the outline of the sword that he uses, and I'm gonna make another one exactly like this, which is a little bit smaller so that it can fit into the sheath that I will be making for the sword. So this figure will come with two swords, one folded and one unsheathed. And then finally he is done. Now we have Darui in custom action figure form. This character, I haven't seen a lot of action figures of Darui. I rarely see an action figure of Darui, so making this one was really a breath of fresh air and a blast because he's really an underrated character in the whole Naruto universe. Looking at the details of the body, I think the Marvel Legends Shang-Chi really works well with the head sculpt. Because of the definition of the muscles and just the overall proportion of this figure. I love how it's very simple, and looking at the sheath at the back, it's a working sheath with this half sword that I made. So I didn't detail it up too much because the purpose of this was just to input it at the back of the sheath, but I have the unsheathed and unfolded version of this square sword that Darui uses. Just a very simple, straightforward folder and SHF body cool handle, and he looks really great. I'm really happy with the outcome of this figure, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video too, and I hope you enjoyed this figure even if it was short. So what are we waiting for? Jump straight to action poses.